Hey everyone, welcome back to Talk with English. I'm Allie.
And I'm Sarah, and I am calling you from New York City.
Oh my goodness, Sarah. You are actually there. How does it feel?
Allie, I cannot even find the words. I landed at JFK Airport this morning, and I just stood there for a moment, looking around and thinking, I actually did it. I am actually here.
Everyone watching, this is the moment we have all been waiting for. Sarah made it to New York, and today she is going to share her entire first day with us. Every English conversation, every challenge, every beautiful moment.
And trust me, there were plenty of English moments today. Some confident, some nervous, and some absolutely hilarious.
Before we start, please subscribe to Talk with English right now and give this video a thumbs up. Sarah worked so hard to bring you this special episode all the way from New York.
Comment question number 1. Have you ever been to a new country for the first time? How did it feel? Tell us in the comments.
Okay, Sarah, let's start from the very beginning. You landed at JFK Airport. What happened first?
Okay, so the plane landed and my heart was literally beating so fast. I kept reminding myself, Sarah, you have practiced this. You know exactly what to say. And then I got to the immigration counter and the officer looked at me and said, "Good morning. Passport and I-20, please." Good morning. Here you are. My passport and my student I-20 form. What is the purpose of your visit? What is the purpose of your visit? I am here on a student visa. I have been accepted into an English language program at New York University starting this September. How long will you be staying? I will be staying for 1 academic year. My program ends next June. Do you have accommodation arranged? Yes, I will be staying in the university dormitory. I have the address and confirmation letter right here if you need it. That will not be necessary. Welcome to the United States, Miss Khan. Enjoy your studies. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And breathe, everyone. Sarah handled that perfectly. Key phrases, everyone. Here you are. I have been accepted into. I have the documents right here. These phrases show confidence and preparation.
And honestly, the officer was so professional and polite. I was expecting it to be scary, but it was actually very smooth.
Comment question number 2. Does immigration English make you nervous? Tell us in the comments. Okay, Sarah, so you got through immigration. Then what happened?
Then I collected my luggage, found the exit, and oh my goodness, Allie, the moment I stepped outside, the energy of New York just hit me. The noise, the cars, the people from every corner of the world, it was overwhelming in the most beautiful way.
Oh, I can only imagine. So how did you get to your university?
I decided to take a taxi, and this was my first real English conversation with a New Yorker. The taxi driver was so friendly. Listen to how it went.
Hey, where you headed?
Hi, I need to go to New York University, please. The dormitory on Bleecker Street.
Sure thing. First time in New York?
Yes, it is actually my very first day. I just arrived from Pakistan.
No kidding. Welcome to the greatest city in the world. You are going to love it here.
Thank you so much. I already do. Could you tell me roughly how long it will take to get there?
Depends on traffic. Probably about 45 minutes to an hour. But hey, that gives you time to enjoy the view.
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
Beautiful conversation. And everyone, notice how Sarah asked, could you tell me roughly how long? Not just how long. That extra word, roughly, makes it sound so natural and polite.
And the taxi driver was so warm. New Yorkers have a reputation for being tough, But honestly, the moment you smile and are genuine, they are the most welcoming people.
Okay, Sara, you arrived at the university. What happened at the dormitory?
So I walked into the dormitory reception, suitcase in hand, probably looking completely exhausted after the long flight, and the receptionist was so lovely.
Hi there. Welcome to NYU Housing. How can I help you?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Sara Khan. I am a new international student. I believe I have a room reserved starting today.
Of course. Let me pull up your reservation. Could I see your student ID and passport, please?
Absolutely. Here you are.
Perfect, Sara. You are in room 412 on the 4th floor. Here is your key card. This will give you access to your room and all common areas. Breakfast is served from 7 to 9 a.m. in the dining hall on the ground floor. Do you have any questions?
Yes, actually. Could you tell me where the nearest grocery store is? I need to pick up a few things.
Of course. There is a Whole Foods about 5 minutes walk from here. Just turn left out of the main entrance and walk straight down the block.
That is so helpful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
My pleasure. Welcome to New York, Sara. If you need anything at all, we are here 24/7.
Everyone, did you notice that Sara said, "I believe I have a room reserved"? Not just, "I have a room." That word believe makes you sound so natural and confident. And she ended with, "I really appreciate your help." Always end interactions warmly.
And that receptionist honestly made me feel so welcome. I was so tired, but that conversation just gave me a burst of energy.
Comment question number 3. Which conversation today did you find the most useful? Immigration, taxi, or hotel check-in? Tell us in the comments. Okay, Sara, so you checked in. What did you do next?
I dropped my bags, freshened up, and headed straight to Whole Foods. I needed water, some snacks, and basic things for my room. And Allie, grocery shopping in America is a whole experience.
Tell us everything. What happened?
So I walked in and I was looking for rice. Because honestly, after a long flight, all I wanted was something familiar, and I could not find it anywhere. So I went to a store employee and said, "Excuse me, I am so sorry to bother you, but could you help me find the rice aisle, please?"
Of course. Follow me. It is in aisle 7 with the international food section.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Could I also ask, do you have basmati rice specifically?
Yes, we do. It should be right there with the other rice varieties. Look for the Royal brand. It is the most popular one.
That is perfect. I really appreciate your help.
No problem at all. Enjoy your shopping.
And she found the basmati rice in New York. Amazing.
Everyone, key phrases from that conversation. Excuse me. I am sorry to bother you. Always start with this in shops. Could you help me find? Much better than just, where's the rice? And do you have specifically? The word specifically shows you know exactly what you want.
And Allie, Americans are so helpful in shops. Every employee I spoke to was friendly and patient. I think my Pakistani accent actually made them more patient with me, which I really appreciated.
Sara, what did you do in the evening? Did you go out and explore?
I did. Even though I was exhausted, I could not stay inside on my first evening in New York. I walked to Washington Square Park, which is right near the university, and Ali, it was magical.
Tell us more.
There were musicians playing, students studying, families walking, people from every country in the world. And I sat on a bench and I just took it all in. And then a girl sat next to me and said,
Hey, are you new here? I don't think I've seen you before.
Hi! Yes, actually, today is my very first day. I just arrived from Pakistan this morning.
Oh, wow. Welcome. I'm Jessica. I'm also a student at NYU. What program are you in? Oh, wow. Welcome. I'm Jessica. I'm also a student at NYU. What program are you in?
I'm Sara. So lovely to meet you, Jessica. I am in the English language program. What about you?
I'm studying journalism. Hey, a few of us are getting coffee nearby if you want to join. It is a great way to meet people.
Oh, I would absolutely love that. Thank you so much for including me. That is so kind of you.
And just like that, Sara made her first American friend on her very first day. Everyone, notice how Sara introduced herself. Warm, genuine, and she immediately asked about the other person. That is the secret to making friends anywhere in the world.
And we went for coffee, and I met 5 more students from different countries, and we spoke English the entire time. And Ollie, I held my own. I was nervous at first, but by the end, I was laughing and joking and feeling completely at home.
Comment question number 4. What would you do on your first day in New York? Tell us in the comments. We want to know your dream. Sara, before we wrap up, give our viewers your top phrases from today.
Okay, number 1, here you are. Use this every time you hand something to someone. Passport, document, anything.
Number 2.
I believe I have reserved. Sounds so much more natural than just saying, I have a reservation.
Number 3.
Excuse me, I am sorry to bother you, but could you help me? Use this everywhere. Shops, streets, offices.
Number 4.
That is so helpful. I really appreciate it. Always end conversations with warmth.
And number 5.
I would absolutely love that. Use this when someone invites you somewhere. It sounds so enthusiastic and genuine.
5 golden phrases from Sara's first day in New York. Write them down right now.
And that was my first day in New York. Immigration, taxi, dormitory, grocery shopping, and coffee with new friends, all in one day.
Sara, I think I speak for everyone when I say we are so proud of you. You went out there, you used your English, you made friends, and you absolutely thrived.
Thank you, Allie, and thank you to every single person watching. 6 months ago, I was sitting at home, too nervous to speak one English sentence to a stranger. And today, I sat in a coffee shop in New York City, laughing and talking with people from 5 different countries, all in English.
And that is the power of never giving up. Everyone watching, Sara's journey is your journey. Keep practicing, keep learning, and one day you will have your own New York moment.
Next week, I will be back with more from New York. My first day at university, meeting my professors, and navigating the New York subway. You do not want to miss that one.
Subscribe to Talk with English right now